Hopefully, you're able to join us right now. And welcome back. Hopefully, you're able to join us right now. Apologies for the technical difficulties or the Wi-Fi difficulties that cut our stream. We are back. If you're just joining us, Maryland is trailing Rutgers by 7. 57-50, 4 minutes, 29 seconds left to go. Darius Adams is at the line. His first free throw goes. Makes it a 6-point game, 7:51. Here comes Tariq Francis off the missed free throw from Darius Adams. Here's JaMychal Davis. Francis with it. Surveys the defense. Haroon Zerno. The three, no good. Darius Adams with the rebound. Terps looking for something offensively here. Here's Darius Adams now driving. He's back in the mid-range. Gets a foul called on JaMychal Davis. Rutgers does not like that one. So that is going to take us to the final media timeout of the game. We are entering crunch time here in Piscataway. Maryland trails Rutgers by 6 points, 57-51. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left to go. You're listening to Maryland men's basketball on WMUC Sports. And we are back from the under 4 timeout here in Piscataway, New Jersey. Maryland trails Rutgers 57-51. Terps looking for something offensively. They'll have it on the inbound with Andre Mills. They've been clawing back. Rutgers is led by as much as 12. It's Mills will take the inbound. Solomon Washington gets it to Darius Adams. Adams tries to drive inside, pushes off Zerno, and an offensive foul is called. And he got Zerno good with his elbow. Zerno hits the deck.
Offensive foul
Darius Adams, another foul for the true freshman. It's another turnover. It's another foul for Darius Adams. It's his third of the day. So here comes Rutgers. Here's Jamichael Davis. Terps trying this half-court trap. Here's Tariq Francis. He ends up with an open three, connects. The trap fails for Buzz Williams' squad. And that makes this a 9-point game. 3.5 minutes remaining. 60-51. Here's Diggy Coit, guarded by Emmanuel Obele. His step back three, no good off the front of the rim. Davis with the rebound. Here comes Darren Buchanan, driving. Zerno thought about the shot, will fake it instead, kicks it back out to Francis. 3 minutes left here. Rutgers could smell it coming. And a stoppage. Looks like they may want to get Hunter Zerno checked for something. Maybe there was a little blood from him hitting the deck off the Darius Adams offensive foul. He took a good elbow to the face. And Zerno will be able to stay in the game. Will stay Rutgers ball. Colin Metcalf now will check back in. First time since he briefly came out when he hit the ground hard. He'll take Andre Mills. 2:59 left to play here. Maryland trails by 9. Here comes Tariq Francis, guarded by Solomon Washington. His shot, it's a wild one. It goes up off the hands of Emmanuel Obele. They think it went off Darius Adams. Multiple Rutgers players imploring Steve Peichel to challenge. We'll see if he decides to go with it. The video analytics team reviewing the play. It looks like they won't go for it. Staying with Maryland now. Diggy Coit dribbling it up the right side. On the right wing now. Gets a screen from Solomon Washington. Slides it to Mills. Colin Metcalf is not allowed to check in yet. That's why he's back in. Missed shot, no good. Adams' offensive rebound is going to have to throw it up off balance. Mills corrals it. Saunders back out to Mills. Terps need some buckets, and they need them now. Here's Mills, drives, kicks it out to Washington. Washington tries to find something under the basket. They want to travel here, and they're going to get a foul instead. See if this will end Maryland's 2-minute, 14-second scoring drought. And Washington will go to the line for two. Has a chance at a double-double. He's got 8 points, 14 rebounds today for the Terps. As he faces the student section, the first free throw is good. 60-52 Rutgers now. Washington having himself a game today. Gets set. Takes his dribbles. Deep breath. The second free throw. Rims out. Rebounded by Obele. He fights for it. And a foul is called instead of a jump ball. The refs are discussing it. And it is going to be a jump ball. They switched the call. Initially, the whistle was blown for a foul. Steve Peichel is all the way out onto the floor arguing with the referees. He is not happy about this one. The ball will stay with Maryland now. Terps, if they can get a bucket here, make it a 2-score game. Darius Adams will inbound. He's going to try to toss it to Washington. A lot of those dangerous lob passes off the inbounds as Washington working on Buchanan. Drives inside, loses it. Who's it off of? They're saying it's off of Rutgers. Couple calls now that have not gone the way of the Scarlet Knights. And the fans here are not happy about it. Although Maryland has a point, they haven't hit a field goal in 3 minutes. The Rutgers players, though, trying to get their fans hype, and it does look like they're going to take a look at this one. Steve Peichel is not happy about the call being ball for Maryland. Buzz Williams now having a conversation with the black and white stripes. And they will go to the monitor to check this one in. With 2 minutes, 5 seconds left, showing a replay of it on the board. That one looks like it might stay. From the angle showed on the Jumbotron, it looked like it went off the hand of Darren Buchanan, but the refs in Chicago obviously have a lot more angles of this one. We'll try to stay with you here during this review here. From wherever you're listening to, happy that you've tuned in to us here on WMEC Sports. I'm Jackson Wantman, live from Jersey Mike's Arena in Piscataway, New Jersey. Terps came into this game, as we know, riding so much momentum. They had a 2-game winning streak and a huge win against an 18-5 Iowa team at home at the Xfinity Center this past Wednesday. And you kind of looked at this game versus Rutgers where you felt as though it was a winnable game. It was a Rutgers team that's last in the Big Ten, the only team with a worse record than Maryland, but Rutgers, especially in this second half, has really come into their own and is getting to their spots, hitting their shots, and Maryland defensively hasn't really had an answer, and then offensively, they seem a little bit more disjointed, more reminiscent of the games they lost earlier in the season, especially early in Big Ten conference play. And look, they've been buoyed by some offensive performances from Darius Adams, who's 5 for 12 from the field. Diggy Coit's got 12 points, but he is 5 of 17 from the field. That's type of inefficiency is just not a recipe for winning, unfortunately. Andre Mills, coming off a 24-point game, has 9. Solomon Washington also has 9. He's been much more efficient, 3 for 6. Also has added 14 rebounds for the Terps. Colin Metcalf off the bench has played 23 minutes today, 4.7 rebounds. And look, the sport of college basketball may be more unpredictable than anything itself. And an 8-point deficit with 2 minutes left to go is not as big as you might think it is. There's time for the Terps to come back into this game, but they're going to need to make every possession count. The worst thing you can do is just get into a foul game late where Rutgers keeps making it a 2-score game and you have to keep running down and getting points. If Maryland, if they're able to get the ball back in this possession, which would be a huge break for them. If not, it would pose a really good situation for Rutgers. But if the Terps are able to get the ball back, a bucket here would be crucial. If you're able to hit a 3, it's a 5-point game. Obviously, a 2-point bucket makes it a 6-point game. But anything where if you can get a bucket and then you can really zone in on the next defensive possession and get a stop. Maryland have not scored a field goal in 3 minutes, 7 seconds. The refs have left the scorer's table. That shows us that a decision is near. Refs discussing it right now. Hopefully they come out soon. We have a call.
The call of the court stands. Maryland ball.
So Maryland gets their break, and Steve Peichel and Rutgers will lose the challenge and their timeout. They had 2 left, so that leaves them with 1. We'll see if that comes back to bite them down the road. So a big break here from Maryland. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Down 8 points, 60-52 to Rutgers. 2:05 left to go on the game clock. It's Adams, Washington, Coit, Mills, and Saunders for the Terps. Adams now with it. Off the inbound. Into Washington with the emphatic slam. A much-needed bucket for Maryland as they double Jamichael Davis again, and a foul is called. Darius Adams and Solomon Washington had Davis guarded closely. Buzz Williams is not happy with that one, so we will go down to the other side of the floor, and Jamichael Davis will have free throws. Davis had a strong day for Rutgers. He's been the point guard so far today. They'll have a chance to make this an 8-point game. Two free throws. Davis's first shot. Takes a couple dribbles. Goes up. Goes down. 61-54. Davis now, he said the longest tenured player on this Rutgers roster, a team captain, a leader in that locker room. His second free throw is good. 62-54 Rutgers, 1:58 left to go. The Jersey Mike's crowd, some rising to their feet. Here's Diggy Coit, tries to drive with his right hand, bombarded by Rutgers defenders. The shot is no good. Haroon Zerno at the rebound. Tariq Francis gets the pass to Davis. Zerno, Buchanan in the corner, no one's on him. Elijah Saunders able to recover. Zerno, the bounce pass to Francis. The Terps doubling ball, a steal, no. They're saying Andre Mills fouled Tariq Francis, and that's going to be 2 free throws with 94 seconds left to play here. And Tariq Francis can make this a 10-point game, and starting to slip away here for the Terps. Tariq Francis, what a day that he has had. 15 points for the junior out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. T. Peichel giving his team instructions. Rutgers in the double bonus. So Francis will take 2. There will not be no 1-and-1 as Isaiah Watts, an interesting sub here for Buzz Williams. Looks like he's about to come on, and he is going to take Andre Mills. Watts with some experience in these late game situations. He's an upperclassman, been here before. So Tariq Francis will take 2 free throws. He is 6 of 7 at the line so far today. His first free throw will go. It's a 9-point game now, 63-54. Minute 34 left to go. Buzz Williams, only 1 timeout left. We'll see when he decides to use that. Second one is good. Rutgers pressing Maryland. Watts has got it now. He's going to take it up from Maryland. Tariq Francis picking him up. He's going to get it over to Saunders. Watts, Coit, the pull-up 3. No good. Rebounded by Emmanuel Obele. We have a minute 18 left to play here. Terps starting to trap and double the ball, and Watts tried to jump a pass. He went up in the air. He's going to land on Tariq Francis, and Francis will go to the line and shoot 2 more free throws. There's a minute 16 left here to play, and it looks like Rutgers might be able to salt this one away. The first free throw from Francis hits off the front of the rim, but it's good. 65-54 now. You could see the Terps bench visibly upset with this one. A game where they felt like they had all the momentum coming in. Thought this was a winnable game, but today might have been Rutgers' day. It's 66-54. Here's Isaiah Watts. Gets a screen from Saunders. Maryland's going to need a quick bucket. Saunders stops his dribble, and he's standing there with the ball. 1 minute left to play here. Gives a screen for Coit. Coit guarded by Buchanan. Terps need something and need something quick. Coit kicks it out. Isaiah Watts the 3. No good. Off the front of the rim. Out of bounds. Staying Maryland ball. 48 seconds left to play here in regulation. And Buzz Williams is going to use his last timeout. And we'll see what the Terps decide to do with this one. But as of right now, Rutgers has the advantage and are looking like they are well on their way to their 3rd Big Ten win of the season. This would tie Maryland and Rutgers in the Big Ten Conference with 3 wins and 11 losses. Obviously, we know that both teams have struggled this season, but this would give Rutgers then the tiebreaker over Maryland on the record. So with the loss today, Maryland would go to 15th out of 18th in the Big Ten, only in front of Oregon, Penn State, and Northwestern. Maryland will take on Northwestern in their next game. They'll travel to see the Wildcats in just a few days on February 18th. For Rutgers, their next game, they'll also be playing on the 18th also on the road, this time at Penn State. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip for Maryland. It'll be an 8 o'clock tip on February 18th. As we know, these teams will meet again on March 1st. So in just a few weeks' time, they will see each other again at Xfinity Center. That game will be a noon tip-off. As Maryland gets set to break their huddle, Rutgers has broken theirs. We'll see what Buzz Williams has cooked up for these last 48 seconds of play as we take you back here to the Jersey Mike's Arena in Piscataway, New Jersey. I'm Jackson Waltman here for you, WMUC Sports Radio. We thank you for tuning in to this broadcast and any other men's basketball or Maryland athletics broadcast you've tuned into all season long. But here's Isaiah Watts now. Off the quick pass, Elijah Saunders a three. It's an air ball. Jamichael Davis has it, is able to get it out to Tariq Francis, who's got plenty of room. And Isaiah Watts is going to commit the foul. And with 40.2 seconds left, Tariq Francis will go to the line. It's a tough one to swallow for the Terps today. But this is a team that really believes in Buzz Williams. They've all come out and said how much they believe in their first-year head coach. A lot of these players in their first year of college basketball, first year together. Only 4 returners who had played together previously from Texas A&M, the holdovers that Buzz Williams brought with him. The second free throw from Tariq Francis is good. Elijah Saunders inbounds it to Diggy Coit. Diggy Coit with it now. He'll pull up. Quick pass to Isaiah Watts. The three's good. 68-57, 31.4 seconds left. Jamichael Davis and a half-court trap is able to pass it up to Francis at midcourt. And there's a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it looks like Maryland's just going to let them have it. A game that was back and forth for a lot of it. But in the second half, it was the Scarlet Knights who hit their threes, got the stops on defense, and they're going to win their third Big Ten game of the year. 0.9 seconds left. It's a shot clock violation. With 0.9 seconds left, Maryland is just going to inbound it quickly. Elijah Saunders will take it, and that will do it as Buzz Williams and Steve Peichel share a warm handshake at the scorer's table. That'll do it. Rutgers defeats Maryland 68-57 here in the Jersey Mike Center in Piscataway, New Jersey. Maryland now moves to 10-15 on the season. Their little mini winning streak is snapped for Rutgers. They go to 10-15 on the season. Not a lot went right today from Maryland. The shots, they simply just couldn't connect on a lot of them. Had some moments, but it was all Rutgers. The leading scorers for each team, Tariq Francis for Rutgers, 21 points. Harun Zerno, 13. For the Terps, it was Darius Adams with 13, Diggy Coit with 12, Solomon Washington with 11. Next up for the Maryland Terrapins, it'll be on the road in Northwestern like we just talked about on February 18th at 8 o'clock. So that's going to do it for us here on WMUC Sports Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Jackson Wantman. You were listening to men's basketball on WMUC Sports Radio. Your Terps, your station. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.